the JFK Library tomorrow to hold private meetings. The public hearing will be Friday at the State House. In Dorchester, Jonathan Hall, 7 News.
A federal panel is in Boston tonight looking into the assassination of JFK. Its mission, put to rest questions about the assassination and the original investigation. The panel is holding hearings at the State House, and that's where 7 News reporter Ron Sanders is. Ron?
The public hearing that was held here today focused, as you might imagine, a good deal on Lee Harvey Oswald, the alleged assassin of President John F. Kennedy. And a liaison to the National Archives for the Assassination Records Review Board, which was holding the hearing, said that federal records, FBI records on Oswald and organized crime, about 150 pages of them, can be expected to be released within a week.
Call this meeting of the Assassination Records Review Board to order.
The independent federal panel was appointed by President Clinton to clear up 3 decades of lingering doubt about circumstances surrounding the JFK assassination in 1963.
It's not our job to solve the crime, but it is our job to make all of the records available to the public so that no longer will people claim that the government is hiding records from them.
The board's first witness was Professor Philip Melanson, author of Spy Saga, Lee Harvey Oswald, and U.S. Intelligence. Melanson urged the board to pursue all records on Oswald before the assassination.
It's crucial that these be released as part of the record.
Oswald's widow told 7 News in 1993 her husband was sent to the Soviet Union before the assassination, but she would not say by whom.
You can't tell us more about who you know sent him to the Soviet Union?
No, I cannot give you the names or things like that.
Another one of the witnesses today was Dick Russell, who wrote The Man Who Knew Too Much. It's about Richard Nagell, a CIA contract agent who was involved with Oswald. Russell brought out an affidavit Nagell signed about a letter he sent to FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover before the assassination.
In this letter, he states that he advised Mr. Hoover of a conspiracy, although he did not use that word, to assassinate the President of the United States involving Lee Harvey Oswald.
The Assassination Records Review Board wishes to uncover much more information about Lee Harvey Oswald before it completes its mission in 1997. One of the witnesses who testified here today described Lee Harvey Oswald as the most complex alleged political assassin in American history. Live at the State House, Ron Sanders, 7 News.
32 years ago today, the world was stunned by the assassination of President John Kennedy. This morning at Arlington National Cemetery, the Kennedy family laid a wreath at the former president's grave. As we all know, the Kennedy assassination triggered endless conspiracy theories. The official theory is that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. But now our I-team has discovered information about a former double agent who, in death, may have left some answers to the assassination mystery. Drew Griffin reports.
He spent his last day shadowed in the roar of the 101 freeway in a Los Angeles apartment you could only describe as a shack. A humble ending for a CIA double agent who may have known too much about President Kennedy's assassination. His name was Richard Case Nagell, who in 1975 signed this sworn affidavit claiming he wrote a letter to then FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover. In 1962, Nagell claimed to be meeting with a man who was plotting to murder the chief executive of the United States, a man he identified as Lee Harvey Oswald. 1 year before John F. Kennedy took that fateful drive in Dallas, witnesses at Mexico City's Hotel Luma say they saw Nagell meeting with Lee Harvey Oswald. In September the following year, 2 months before Kennedy was shot, Richard Nagell walked into an El Paso bank with this gun and fired a shot into the air. As he was handcuffed, he told police he wasn't going to be implicated in something very serious that was about to happen. Nagell was never interviewed by the Warren Commission. He was never officially involved in the Kennedy investigation. He slipped out of sight, only to turn up here 33 years later, dead of heart disease. And now we've learned the federal government wants to know what he knew. Action News has confirmed a Justice Department official armed with a subpoena searched for documents relating to the Kennedy assassination inside Nagell's apartment. A landlord says that official left carrying notes and papers. Those papers are now back in Washington, D.C. There is also this, a letter we received from Nagell's son, Robert, who says he hadn't seen his father in a dozen years, but describes his father as a true and loyal American. And he told us we have found much in his papers that would vindicate his story. If and when that story is finally told, the secrets left behind by the spy who knew too much may finally answer the puzzle of who was behind the killing in Dallas. In Los Angeles, Drew Griffin, Channel 2 News.
And Drew reports also that when police searched Nagell's home after his death, they found a number of weapons and 3 defused hand grenades. Friends say Nagell lived in constant fear of an attempt on his life.